Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back on the live session from the Dr. Kirti classes. Today we will learn a new topic regarding the cilia and flagella from the chapter number 8, Cell, the Unit of Life. This is again one of a cell organelle which is present in the eukaryotic cells, cilia and flagella. Right, there is a little bit difference between the cilia and flagella on the basis of their location and function. Right, otherwise structure point of view, both the organelle part, that is cilia and the flagella, it similar almost, right. Since today it has not been seen any difference in both this organelle. Yes, but there is some difference in the size, number, functions which is there in both cilia and flagella. So we will see what is cilia, what is flagella for the eukaryotic cells, right. So here you can see, we will see first of all, cilia seems to be the plural word, right. The singular word is known as cilium, and the flagella, again it's a nothing but a plural word. That single word is known as flagellum. They are extension from the body surface. That means if a cell is there, for example here you can see this is a cell of what, a paramecium, right. It is very well known shape, that is a sleeper like structure. This paramecium, here you can see the part which is extended from the cell, which is known as what, a cilia. So cilia or flagella, right. Whenever we see the structure of the flagella, here you can see a beautiful animation for you all. Here you can see, right, the flagella is like a tail like structure. Again they are extended from the surface of the body. So they are extension from the outer surface of a body, right. So a hair like extension from the cell surface which produces movement. Now this movement, it will be differ because as both the structures, both the organelles are lies at a different location, at a different for the different functions, right. As a numbers of cilia will be more compared to that of what, a flagella. So before going to we will see the detailed structure of cilia and flagella, I would like to explain you the first difference between cilia and the flagella, right. So we will see here the first difference between cilia and flagella. What is the difference between cilia and flagella, right. We will see here first. Right, number one, the size of cilia is very small, right. The size of flagella is little bit larger, right. The size is approximately 150 micrometer and the size of the cilia is approximately 10 micrometer, 5 to 10 micrometer roundabout. That range is given, right. In some reference book it is given as a 4, some books it is given as a 6. So there is a range, right. The size of a cilia is 5 to 10 and the flagella is larger, that is 150 micrometer. They are many, right, many in numbers, right. The cilia which will be present on the outer surface of the cell, right, seems to be the organelle, right. It lies on the outer surface of a cell. It is many in number. Here it is very few, sometime 1, 2, maximum, right, 3 and 4, right. So there are very few, 1 or 2, not more than that of, right. Now cilia and flagella both are nothing but an extension part of the cell surface. So that means their cover is with a cell membrane. Both the cilia and the flagella, both the organelles, they are covered. So the outermost part of the cilia and flagella is covered with a cell membrane. For example, this is a cell, and for example, this is the flagella. Now this flagella, it is extended out from the cell surface, and outermost layer of this cell is nothing but a cell membrane. So whenever there is an attachment of the flagella or cilia from the outer surface, so there will be the extension of a cell membrane. So when we see the cut section, right, again cilia and the flagella, it is a tube-like structure. Almost it's similarly it seems to be the tube-like structure. We will see both the structure in detail, right? So tube-like structure. So when we cut the section of the cilia and flagella, what we will see inside? So whenever we cut the cylinder, right, in the transverse section, what we see in the circular pattern. So the outermost part of the cilia and flagella is always and always covered with a cell membrane. Number 4, the beating, number 3, beating of the cilia and the flagella, it is little bit differ. Beating, that means movement, in the case of water movement, because cilia are many in numbers, here you can see, and flagella, it is 1, maximum 2 or 3. It is not more than that of what a cilia, right? Cilia is maximum, it's small, and it is surrounded all the surface of a cell, but flagella, it will be 1 or 2, right? So when we talk about the beating of a cilia and the flagella, there is a difference between them. What it is, I will tell you. Number 1, cilia, as they are many, the arrangement of cilia, it is in the 2 ways, right? It will be in the 2 ways. So the beating purpose, beating, that means movement of the cilia, it should be depend on the location, how it is lies on the surface of a cell, right? So whether they are lies longitudinally or whether they are lies transversely. I repeat again, whether they are lies transversely or whether they are lies longitudinally. So the beating purpose or the movement, it will be differ in the longitudinal or it may be differ in the transverse. Whenever it is in the longitudinal pattern, so for example, cell surface is there, right? When all the cilia lies longitudinally, that type of the beating is known as synchronous. That type of beating is known as synchronous. And whenever the cilia, it lies transversely to the surface of a cell, then they are known as metasynchronous. They are known as metasynchronous, right? So these are nothing but a beating pattern of cilia. Whereas in the flagella, the beating purpose of a flagella is known as indulated. Indulated, that means wavy pattern like situation will be there. Wavy pattern, that means, for example, whenever we take a belt, right? Whenever one of a end of a belt is attached at one end, and from the another we just move that belt like this, right? Sometimes these all belts are present in the gym also, right? Those some of gymnastic or those who are doing the regular exercise, they just move the belt like this. So that wavy pattern, that movement is present in the flagella, right, which is not present in the cilia, since cilia is very small. So their movement either will be in the longitudinal or either it will be in the transversely. So that beating purpose is depend on where and how they are situated. Such type of the word is known as synchronous or metasynchronous. And in the flagella it is indulated, that means wavy pattern like situation which can see in cilia, and indulated we can see in the flagella, right? So this is what a little bit introduction regarding the cilia and flagella. Now we will see the main internal part, right? Both the structures are having a similar pattern in their internal structure, right? Since they are from the eukaryotic cell, very well developed, right? The flagella of a prokaryotes, it's very quite differ, right? Prokaryotes, it's only the hollow filament like structure will be there, and it is made up of the flagellin type of protein. Whereas in the eukaryote, the flagella and the cilia, they are made up of microtubules. Now microtubules, microfilaments and intermediate filaments is one of a component of cytoskeletal. That means again it's a one type of what a cell organelle which is present in the cell, right? So that is of what a cytoskeletal microtubule. So whenever we will see the internal structure of cilia and the flagella, we will see how the arrangement of microtubule it is present in this cylindrical type of structure, that is cilia and the flagella, right? So eukaryotic motile cilium and the flagellum are structurally identical, only the size is differ, numbers are differ, but basically the structure of both cilia and the flagella, it seems to be the similar one. So for example, if we take a cell, right, for example if we take a cell, right, if there is an extension part of what a cilia, right, or if we are taking any organism, right, if we are drawing the flagella, right, so what we will see, the outermost part of this flagella or the cilium, it will be covered by the cell membrane, number one. And when we see both the structures transversally, when we cut the section of the cilia or when we cut the section of the flagella, what we will see is a same type. So here we will see the what is a similar kind of structure which is present in the cilia and flagella, right, and which is quite different from the prokaryotic. Here you can see the movement of euglenoids, right. So this is a pic of what a euglenoid which has a flagellum, right. Euglenoid is come under the protist, which is a unicellular eukaryotes. Now each is a bundle of 9 fused pair of microtubule doublets surrounding the two central single microtubules. Now this is nothing but arrangement of microtubules. So before that I will tell you, if we will cut the section of this, right, if we cut the section of the flagellum, right, what we see inside is nothing but 9 pair of doublets, right. The figure I will show you in detail, only me just drawing the figure roughly to have an understand of it. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9, like this 9 pairs of doublets and individual 2 in the middle, right. So this all are nothing but the microtubules, right. These all are the longitudinally arranged. So when we cut the whole longitudinal tube, it will be seems to be arise in a circular pattern, right. For example, if we are having a small long sticks, cylindrical small sticks in our hand. So when we just cut that all sticks, or when we have the pencils, right, pencil boxes there. So whenever we arrange in a circular pattern and we just cut the transversally, what we will see a circular pattern only, right. Beside there is a long tube like this, there will be the long tube like this, but when we cut the section, what we will found this 9 pair of a doublets and 2 in a middle. So that's why it is given as each is a bundle of 9 fused pair of microtubule doublets, that is in the pair, that is a 9 surrounding into the 2 central microtubules. So we will see the figure, it will be very clear to you all. Yes, this is a figure which is completely taken from the NCERT, right. Ultimately we have to read, we have to learn NCERT word to word, right. The difference between cilia and flagella, it is not given in the NCERT, but you must know, right, what is the basic concept of it, right. So NCERT figure it is given. Now here you can see, as I told you, when we cut the section, right, when we cut the section, here we can see, right, outermost part is known as plasma membrane. Now there is a outermost part is known as what, a plasma membrane. Now there are 9 doublets, right. This all are the cut section of microtubules, right. So cut section of microtubules, what we will found, it seems to be like this. Microtubules are there which seems to be the A and B. It is given as a A and it is given as a B. Now A, right, the A, it is having arms like this. You can see the pic, right? Here the A, it is having arms like this. B is without the arm. So for example, I am writing the pair 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. 9 pairs are there, in which first A will be with arm and B is without arm. And from the A, another, here you can see radial spoke. This is again the tube, small tube like there, which is nothing but known as what a radial spoke. Now what it is, I will tell you. This 9 doublets, right, 9 pairs which is in the doublet form, they are interconnected with each other. That interconnected with each other, that connection is known as inter-doublet bridge. That is known as inter-doublet bridge. Now this inter-doublet bridge, it will be helpful to keep this all 9 pair in a one symmetry circle. Plus this all 9 doublet, it is connected to the center also. So there is a 2 microtubules which are not close to each other. They are apart from each other. So 9 pairs plus 2 microtubules which are lies separately in the center, they all are connected by the radial spoke. So if the question arises, for example, if there are 10 pairs of microtubules, right, instead of 9, if there are the 10 pairs of a microtubules will be there. So how many radial spoke it required? 10. How much the pair of a doublet will be there? The same type of the radial spoke will be there. So this radial spoke, it will be helpful to connect this all doublets not to the periphery also, but to the center also. So it will be appear as a cartwheel shaped like. It will be appear as a cartwheel shaped like, right? So that means not only the periphery it will be attached, but it will be attached from the center too. So that's why it is given as a 9 arrangement plus 2. So the 9, all the 9 pairs are get connected with the help of inter-doublet bridge, plus in between this 2 it is also connected, right, with the periphery by this radial spoke. This between this 2, right, between this 2 microtubule, again you can see the bridge is also there. So this all are made up of the protein only, right, ultimately, right. So they will help to each other to maintain this cartwheel shape, right, to maintain the shape, to maintain the function, to maintain the movement during their function which is occurring, right, which is present according to their locations, right. So this is what the main basic thing of internal structure of cilia and flagella. I just repeat it again. Internal structure of cilia and flagella, when we cut the section, there is an extension part of the cell membrane towards the whole cilia and flagella. It will be cover the whole. When we take a cut section, what we will see, 9 pairs are there. 9 pairs of what? Which is made up of a microtubules only. Now this microtubules, it is of what? A and B. A, it is seems to be the arm. This is known as what? A arm. Actually they are nothing but made up of the dynein protein, right. Dynein protein, it is helpful for the contraction during their movement, right. And B, it is without the arm, right. So arrangement is in such a way that all the 9 pairs are interconnected with each other with the help of what? Inter-doublet bridge, and that all 9, it will be connected with a middle 2 microtubules, right. And between the 2 microtubules in the center, there is again the bridge is there. So that means it has to be maintained the shape, right. It has to be maintained the relation peripherally and the centrally. So this all type of arrangement of the cilia and flagella is known as axonome, right. So the term axonome, you have to remember, axonome is nothing but they are covered with plasma membrane. I am reading the note, right, what we have seen, that their core means how they are arranged, the microtubules. So the arrangement of that microtubules is known as axonome, possess a number of microtubules running parallel to the long axis. So whenever we can see the flagella, now again the flagella, it consists of the three part according to the prokaryote also we have seen, right? It consists of basal, right? This will be the basal body of a flagella. Number second, it will be consist of the hook, and this will be consist of what? A filament. Now this will be consist of the filament. So what we will see the structure, what we are seeing the structure, what I have explained you, right? So this is of what? This filament particularly. What about this basal body and the hook? Now basal body, it is again made up of the protein microtubules, but the basal body of the cilia and flagella, it is having a similar to that of what? A centrioles, right? So centriole, it will be having a same type of centriole, it is having a same type of the internal structure what the flagella and the cilia having. So the basal body is quite different in their microtubules arrangement, right? That we will learn in the centrosomes, that we will learn in the centrioles when we see that organelle next time, right? So this filament again, it is made up of 9 doublets pair with 2 separate microtubules in the center. So such type of the arrangement is known as 9 plus 2 type of arrangement is known as axonome. So the axonome usually having a 9 pairs of a doublets of a radially arranged peripheral microtubules. A pair of centrally located microtubules will be there. This arrangement of the axonome is referred as 9 plus 2 array. Here you can see the pic, right? This is nothing but how there is a dissociation and association of microtubules are there. Whenever there is a formation of this flagella and the cilia will be there, right? So they will start associating of proteins in a chain form. They will come close to each other. As a function will be over, they will sometime disassociated with this all protein, because ultimately these all are made up of a proteins, tubulin type of protein they are made up of. So that is of what? A microtubule. So 9 plus 2 arrangement here we can see in the cilia and flagella. The central tubules are connected by the bridge, are enclosed by the central sheath. Now in the central tubule, this central tubule as we have seen, right, if you remember this again, it is made up of the, it is covered with a central sheath. Another central sheath will be there to separate periphery and center. That is only the function of it. So radial spoke will be there. It is trying to connect the periphery to the center. Then crossing link protein between the doublets, again interdoublet bridge will be there. Dynein protein, I told you in the A arm, it is having a dynein protein. It is helpful for the contraction. Outer microtubules, inner microtubules, inner will be the 2 which is having a gap, but outer it is very close to each other and they are in the 9 pairs. Always the pair it is in the 2. So 9 doublets region, it is surrounded at the periphery. So it is connected to the one of a tubule of each peripheral doublets by the radial spoke. So not only it is connected to the center, it is connected to the periphery also. So it seems to be the cartwheel shape. So here you can see the outermost part is a bluish color. It is outermost part of the extension part of the cell membrane, because the filament, the main flagella filament, right, जैसे मैंने इधर आपको explain किया, the main filament which is coming out from the outer surface of a cell. So there will be the extension of a cell membrane. Next we will see there are the 9 radial spokes also, because how many the pairs are there. I told you, if in a question they are asking if 10 or 12, right, 12 pairs are there in the periphery instead of the 9 pairs. So how many radial spoke will be there? How much the pairs are there? The radial spoke will be remain the same. Right, the peripheral doublets are also interconnected by the linkers, right? So interdoublet bridges is also known as what? A linker, that what we have seen here, right? So this red color is also known as what? Linkers, which connect the periphery between them. right? Here you can see the two movement. This is known as what a undulated movement, what I have told you before. So it is like a wavy pattern, and here it is that type of the synchronous or the metasynchronous. It depends on whether the cilia lies on the longitudinal or it lies on the transverse, because cilia it is helpful for the to remove the cuff from the alveoli. It is present in the trachea, it is present in the fallopian tube. So from the one part it has to be entered to the other part. So this cuff from the chest, it has to be removed anti-gravity, and it has to be come out from the mouth. So all this direction of the cilia should be in the one direction. So all the pattern, all the movement of the cilia should be in a synchrony. That's why longitudinal is known as synchronous beating and transverse is known as metasynchronous beating. Now there are again the two type of the cilia, and again there are the two type of flagella. So that we will also see in this topic. So here again the same figure, right? 9 doublets will be there with the arm, radial spokes, central two. They are connected with the interbridge, right? Interbridge will be there, and periphery linkers are also there, and whole it is covered with a plasma membrane, right? So in non-motile or the primary cilia, the two central single microtubules are absent. This is very important, right? कुछ देर पहले I have told you there are the two type of the cilia, right? There are the two type of the cilia are there, right? Kynocelia and stereocilia is there. Kynocelia, that means it is a motile one, and immotile, that is of what a stereocilia, right? Stereocilia is there which is having a immotile, which is present in the sensory of taste buds, right? It is a modification of epithelium, it is a modification of nerve sensation, right? That sense organ that is in the part of what a 21st chapter, neural control and coordination. There again the stereocilia is related with again it is related with a sensation, that means cilia is present with an immotile. So what will be the difference between the motile and the immotile? The center part it is absent in immotile cilia, right? Whereas flagella is again of what a flagella. If we talk about the two type of the flagella, it will be tinsel and whiplash, right? Number one will be the whiplash, and number second will be the tinsel. So these two words again it is not given in the NCERT textbook, but again the neat concept you required. So it is consists of the two type of flagella, whiplash and the tinsel, right? So whiplash and the tinsel, again it's a long tube like structure flagella. If there is a small bristle like structure, it is present. If there is a bristle like structure, if it is present on the outer part of flagella, is known as tinsel, and if the bristles are absent is known as whiplash, right? So again this tinsel we can see in the some spore like the chlamydomonas, right, where we can see there are the motile spores are there which having a biflagellate. One will be the whiplash and one will be the tinsel. One will be the bristle type and another will be the non-bristle type. So this is what about the organelle, cilia and flagella, right? So in the prokaryotic, right, what is the difference between the prokaryote and the eukaryote? Prokaryote it only consists of flagellin like protein. So this is what about the difference I have explained you before, right? So this is what about the organelle, cilia and flagella which is present in the eukaryote, right, which is quite different from the prokaryotic.